If nothing else, it just means at least someone's looked at the video.
Samuel, greetings. I believe you are seeing our actor friend tonight, are you not?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I guess so. Still ain't sure I'm the right therapist for that fella.
There may not be a right therapist for him, but let us think positively. He has put himself in your care, and that is a tremendous step.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm thinking it's gonna be an uphill battle, though.
At least his core distortion is clear, don't you think? You know what it is, I am sure.
The cat has fallen asleep in my arms.
Duh. Let's see here.
Suffers mindset. Believes he determines what acting must be. Demonstrates his thoughts and opinions of
Champion
others.
gaslighter.
Sees the world for the theater.
Ah, hey.
Severe insecurity.
Let's see.
He is just, he has to be praised. So it's, I mean, narcissism would be a classic definition there. Although disqualifying the positive, I think, would probably be if he's seeing everything through the theater and he has to have universal praise or he gets no praise at all in his own mind. To me, that says disqualifying the positive, but...
Is it disqualifying the positive?
You do know which client you are seeing tonight, yes? Inflating the positive might be more appropriate.
Right. Guess I had a little brain fart.
So probably emotional reasoning then.
It's gotta be emotional reasoning. I ain't never seen someone so dramatic.
Certainly Edmund's thinking is derived from his intense emotions. But what spurs his emotions?
Okay, personalization then.
It's personalization, right?
Of course, a distortion common to many with narcissistic tendencies.
Yep, it's the Edmund Keane show, all day, every day.
I recognize your disdain, but pause a moment. It must be difficult for Edmund to make everything all about him all the time, don't you think?
He doesn't have to make everything about him, though.
He doesn't know that. Keep digging, Samuel. You will find his truth. Choose your distortions well.
Okay.
So let's see. Control fallacy.
Definitely.
Sounds like emotional reasoning. Labeling seems like it would be... And I would say should statements.
Yeah, we seem to get a
Or
lot
it
of those.
should be the way I think it is.
I think I'm all holstered up now.
Very good, Samuel. I wish you patience and compassion. Good luck.
See you
I
later.
mean, I don't know, but
All right,
yeah,
I'll put it in
we're
and
gonna see.
Breathe. I think I'm ready. Right on time. I think I hear him coming.
So, no more meditation.
I'm okay with that.
Good to see you. How you been feeling these past few weeks?
Empty, my dear boy. Empty. I am but a vessel made for a single purpose. But alas, and alack, that purpose is in supply most rare.
You mean acting, right?
Aye, that's the rub. Acting, my dear boy. Acting. My thespian blood goes rancid with stagnation, and the only cure seems to me irreprehensible now.
The only solution is more cowbell.
I do not wish to face these mortal directors, for they dare to tell me my art.
Ain't that what directors are supposed to do?
Oh, my dear boy. Some are born great, some achieve greatness. Others have greatness thrust upon them. No director can thrust greatness upon the already great. In mine own case, mine greatness hath already been achieved.
Well, maybe you can help me understand a little better. You said that greatness was thrust upon you, right? How did that happen?
Ah, you are curious to hear what circumstances created this actor non pare. I cannot blame you. Well, recounting such a history will please me indeed.
I'm sure.
Of course, gotta talk about yourself.
Foundations of the stage as a mere babe. Indeed, too young for memory, and yet old enough to command attention. Clad only in swaddling cloth at the age of 4, I was Cupid himself. but my arrows seemingly went astray. But the entirety of the audience fell in love with me. It is the stuff of legend. For tender as my mind was, I could not bear witness to my own greatness.
I can see why they didn't give you narcissism as an option.
But you said
You just hit it on every statement.
It was a matter of necessity. You may not guess it from my gentle speech, but I am no lordling. Selfishly, and surely to spite me, my father shuffled off his mortal coil when I was but a babe in arms, ere I ever graced the stage. It left my mother and myself in dire straits.
Surely to spite me sounds like personalization.
Yeah.
Hold on a sec. You said your old man died selfishly. Well, what do you mean?
Well, what kind of a father drinks himself to death when he has a beautiful baby son at home? I at least waited until my son was older before I did the same.
Eddie, come on. Listen to yourself. I'm sure you didn't die to spite your son, just as your pa didn't die to spite you. I ain't gonna deny his choices hurt you, but they weren't all about you.
Forgive me then. 'Tis ever the fate of an actor to feel every emotion more keenly. The situation my mother and I were left in was most precarious. We were the lowest of the low, you see. We lived in the rookeries and begged for our bread. But he that hath wit must make content with his fortune's fit. And oh, did we beg. She was my Queen Gertrude, and I her filthy little Hamlet. Did I mention I played...
Oh, you done did it. You mentioned the name.
No, I hadn't heard that.
Well, anyway, my mother was a competent actress, but it was my wit alone that saved us from destitution.
Of course it was.
I was so prodigious that, at the age of 7, I garnered the attention of one Reginald Flopbot of the Worthington Flopbots. 'Twas he who paid to get me off the streets and into the dormitories. He said, "Edmund, my cherub, the streets are not for you. One day, you will be the greatest of actors."
Hey, how about that? You went and proved him right.
Piffle. Master Flopbot never gave a fig about my potential. I was a prop to him, a symbol of his generosity and high breeding. Every month, he would stage an elaborate party with all the well-to-do society of London. The dandy fop would stand upon a dais and announce himself as the savior of the city's poor. That was my cue. I would be lowered down from the rooftop, wearing naught but swaddling clothes and a set of opulent wings. The gentry's delight was my dungeon. But I would flit among them, reprising my breakout role as Cupid by shooting little arrows of love at them. At the age of 7, it was most disquieting. At 11, on the cusp of manhood, the shame was too much to bear.
Dang, Eddie, that sounds awful.
There were mental scars buried with this.
Yeah.
No, indeed. I remember my last performance quite vividly. The titters and leering glances from the guests linger ever in the back of my mind. And fool that I was, I played my part still. I should have plunged mine arrows into that fool Flopbot's chest instead of shaming myself.
That should have.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Should have stood up for yourself. Where the heck does that come from? You were 11 years old. How the heck were you supposed to know any better?
I knew enough to know that being paraded around in swaddling clothes was a farce, and yet I played along. So yes, I should have done something about it.
And then what would have happened?
I don't know, but I would have been spared the indignity that I participated in.
You didn't have those answers then, and ain't nobody would expect you to. That's kind of how exploitation works, Eddie.
Indeed, the word exploit was not even in the standard lexicon at that point. How could I have known? Regardless, I swore that night to never be a puppet again. I stole away and gave myself to the mercy of Poseidon. The bargain was struck, and he swallowed up my hated swaddling clothes and wings. In desperation, I signed on with a mercantile shipping agency. I thought perhaps that my body would bend more than my soul. But oh, did I toil! Life upon the sea is most cruel. Biting winds did carve my visage. Low words hardened my heart, and heavy weights left me bent. By the time I had fulfilled my bargain with the Lord of the Sea, I had become an older man, my efforts etched into every crease on my face.
Dang, sounds intense. How long were you at this job?
2 months.
2 months.
Oh, 6 months.
6 months, okay.
Each one a hungry leech torn from my blood I am convinced this gauntlet was prepared for me alone. For ne'er in history has one so blessed by grace been subjected to such toil.
Yeah, personalization.
Eddie, I gotta stop you there. It's gonna be a lot easier to accept your truth when you realize you ain't alone in your suffering. Hell, there ain't nothing more human than suffering. And historically, kids ain't had it so good.
But none suffered as I suffered. A boy such as I was not meant for such misery.
Compadre, I had my first kill and no home at 12 years old. My brother had a stutter his whole life on account of the regular beatings my stepdaddy gave him. Maybe your suffering felt like the only suffering in the world, but it wasn't. And it'll hurt less when you realize you weren't alone. But keep telling me your story. I already know there ain't nobody like you in the world, so don't worry on that account.
Now then, at last, we close the circle, as nature ever demands. I return to London, and into the graces of my dear Uncle Moses and his comely mistress, Charlotte. 'Twas she who filled my dramaturgical quiver with dire arrows, fletched by the bard himself.
Keep me out of
My
this!
deft fingers plucked the bow of humanity. At last, I was free.
The Bards Guild has no recollection of this man and claims no responsibility for him.
I cannot speak more plainly. The good woman taught me the works of Shakespeare.
If
and
Edmund
now
or
my
Edmund
knowledge
type character now turns up the small for some reason.
from toil.
Oh, well, right.
He's getting teamed up with that rooster.
I was cast from the moment I was born.
The stage was made for me.
My skill
Yes.
Everything was made for me and me
Yes.
alone.
Yes. Me,
That's
me, me.
personalization. Yeah,
Eddie, my
personalization.
man, I got some good news and bad news for you. The truth of the matter is, fate doesn't give a stable full of horse shit about you. Ain't none of us are that special. The world ain't waiting for us to show up. It's just gonna keep turning.
Perhaps you are right, my dear boy. You are correct. My success was not because of the fates, but in spite of them. The fates said, Edmund, you are a child of the slums. But I shamed the immortal hags in my own manner. The stage roused my spirit. Thus I knew my destiny lay upon it.
That felt like emotional reasoning to me.
You got it, amigo. You wanted the stage to be your ticket out of the bad days. Maybe that's why you were so successful. Your intrinsic motivation made you keep pushing to be better.
'Tis so. 'Tis so. The threat of the rookeries loomed ever upon my overladen spirit. Acting presented itself as a way to keep myself out of them. It is natural that I should weigh its importance so heavily.
I can see why acting means so much to you, Eddie. I probably feel damn near the same about the things that got me out of my bad days.
Thank you. Then you understand how my alienation from the theater does pain me so. And yet, the cure is as deadly as the illness. These damnable critics! Not a single lifetime among them, and they deign to challenge my interpretation of the written word. They simply cannot relate to my singular experience. I will bare my soul upon that stage, and they will all sneer and malign it on their internet profiles.
I took a look at your Wikipedia entry last night, Eddie. Well, maybe you've had a few bad critics here and there, but history says you're a legend, and your work speaks for itself.
Yeah, but you shouldn't take Wikipedia as gospel.
Hell, you were around before film was ever a thing, and people still remember you.
Ah, your words warm me, as an ersatz son for the one we have forsaken. With thy help, shall I gird my soul?
That sounded like a lot of denying the positive.
Well, let's talk about that then. What's the biggest thing stopping you from getting back up on that stage right now?
That it all simply might not be worth it. Why should I bear my damned soul when the audience hath not the sight to see it?
Maybe I can ask you a question then. What if there were no audience?
No audience? Do you know what a stage is, sir? It is a platform where life in brief may be portrayed. It is a platform because it is separate from the audience. Without such, the stage ceases to be a stage.
As in, if a tree falls in the woods and no one's around to hear it, does it make a sound?
Simply but elegantly put, my dear boy. Without the audience, the stage loses all meaning, like a monarch without a kingdom.
Let's figure out how we can bring it back to acting. Forget the audience. I know we can't see in mirrors and all, but What do you think of filming yourself?
Yeah, about that.
Oh no. He's gonna be on TikTok.
Audience, I shall bring myself to rapture. Forsooth, if I cannot...
Not in public, dude.
We're still talking about acting, right?
Thank you.
Oh, my dear boy, the pleasures of the flesh are secondary to one who knows character above all else. Indeed, we speak of the noble art. I shall do as you suggest. If there is one on this lonely orb that can inspire an artist such as I, it is myself.
I ain't sure I'd put it exactly that way, but I think you're touching on the thing we've been talking about. The motivation's got to come from you, amigo.
We are of one mind, dear boy. Perhaps I left my muse in the mortal realm, but I shall find him once more. Not only for myself, but also for my public. Yea, the masses flock to my Wikipedia page as moths to a flame, each a silent plea for the return of the one true artisan of the stage.
Okay.
Personalization, maybe.
Hold your horses there, fella. You're reading
Flabuka!
the whole Wikipedia thing. I mean, I hear tell the biggest Wikipedia.
I did not
page
expect
out
this to
there
be an
is
LP where horsing around happens.
We've got a horse on the cover of the book. What'd you think?
He talked about his horse, too.
A lot.
Yes.
And thus dost thou scuffle a birch.
You know what I say to this?
Enmity.
Nay.
That's my job, compadre. Ain't we had some good breakthroughs today? We couldn't have gotten there if I'd been busy agreeing with everything you said.
Oh, very well. But I still say you are most vexatious.
I've been called worse. I think we got some homework for you, though, right? You're gonna film yourself and do some acting for its own sake.
Will he be able to be picked up on film, though, is the
Back
question.
in a few weeks.
Because
Yeah, that's a very good question.
'Cause
Can you actually catch a vampire on film?
Naturally. The human condition is...
Well, if...
Nevertheless, you
Since the
have
law
a
is
competent guide.
vampires did appear in mirrors, which were lined with silver
Me.
for purity reasons or whatever,
To give you a gift.
Oh, come on. You don't need to do
since
nothing like that.
they don't use silver, they probably could be.
Nonsense.
Oh, he gave us an autograph. Yay!
Price for you. It is my headshot, signed with my autograph.
See, I mean, they used silver because it was an easy thing to make reflective. It was relatively cheap out of all the materials they could have used for that type of reflective surface.
Then it is a gift even more.
And it was fairly easy to work
Where
with.
we next meet on that, I promise you.
And it's been replaced since then.
Put the pressure on, amigo.
Yep,
Just enjoy some acting.
synthetics.
That's all I'm asking for. I'll see you in a few weeks then.
I'm ready for the vampire movie that goes with the updates.
Verily, so it shall be. Godspeed then, boy. Thou shalt witness
Someone's
me
like, I'm gonna make an entire movie of vampires, and then it's like, wait, where is everyone?
I mean, they could probably still make mirrors out of silver. That would not be difficult.
Oh, hey, I had a flawless client session.
Hey, what do you know?
I know.
Yeah, he's
And with him of all
he's
people.
gonna do okay.
Considering next we're probably dealing with the influencer.
Ugh.
Oh, you know, why don't we need the last two to get together and talk about art? Film that and put it up.
So do not linger here in this dusty room. Perhaps you can even be encouraged to dance.
I think
No.
I'm gonna need a lot more therapy myself to get to that point.
Also, I don't know how to square dance. I am a cowboy.
Very well, son. Then let us at least make sure you get well nourished. Find a friendly neck downstairs, my friend. You deserve it. And rest in peace.
They say
Change
don't
the
let
record.
babies grow up to be cowboys, but maybe don't let them be actors either. Time to dish with Crimson a little. I gotta talk to some more folks though. Andy's mainly my teacher, so I'm starting to feel like Crimson's my only friend. Hey, only friend.
Excuse me?
Yeah,
Good job.
Crimson. Hey, Crimson.
Are you blushing, vampire?
I didn't know you could do that.
No, that ain't possible.
It's all right. It's nice to hear from a vampire who's younger than Jesus. Now, let's hear how this week went before you go out there and find friend number 2.
All right, real quick. This client of mine, he had a real bad time as a kid. Oh, worse than I.
Yeah, he had to deal 6 months of being on the ocean.
But he found fame early.
Hell, he was actually exploited.
Yeah.
So, it wasn't great.
Destiny
Yeah.
for greatness, folk in DC. I lost patience for it. How do you think you handled him?
I think I did decently, considering it was a flawless
From the
victory.
last session. He didn't threaten to jump off a cliff this time or anything. I gave him an assignment to film himself doing something he loves doing. He seemed excited about that.
You're either brave or adorable, Sam Walls.
There's nothing brave about it. As for adorable, well, some have used words to that effect before.
Okay, now I know you're confident enough to get out there. Giddy up.
Here we go. Right to the edge of the dance floor, but not on it. Don't want anyone getting any funny ideas.
Once more alone.
Oh, yes, you!
You scared the shit out of me.
Panoptobella.
But you can't shed. You're a vampire. Know that I see much, vampire, and that I like what I see.
Oh, it's right.
Um,
Well, I was hoping to find a mortal friend, or at least a Will and Nick. Now, what do mortals of this time talk about?
Be awkward about the weather, be awkward about everyday annoyances, be awkward about music.
the first two can be defined by the English.
I mean, being awkward about any of them would seem to work. Maybe being awkward about music, because he's probably never heard this type before on a regular basis.
In here, a little Oh Susanna or Old Folks at Home.
Good job.
No, they don't. All your favorite songs have been long forgotten now.
Oh, come on!
Gee, thanks.
If I told you, would you know them?
Probably not.
Probably not.
That's
I see.
You see a lot, don't you?
Why don't you?
why I have all the eye
what you see?
motif going on.
I see an interesting mortal. Someone observant. Someone.
You sure that's immortal?
Style.
Yeah, that's a good question. She could be just a random seer.
It is not what you see.
Oh, fine. You tell me what I see.
You see the long vein across my throat. It looks very juicy, doesn't it?
Well, now that you mention it, it does.
Then consent is given. Do not hesitate, vampire.
Okay.
Shucks, that was something else. You got good circulation there.
I see. And
Yes, you do. You see a lot of things.
Copper, iron.
You could use some iron. What do you eat most often?
I eat a lot of carrots. They're supposed to be good for one's eyesight, and I like to see.
Of course you do.
I see now that you are tired and wish to enter your state of torpor.
Well, maybe I'll see myself out then.
That's offensive. I'm going to leave now.
Shoot, is it something I said? Well, at least I got a full belly.
That's not the last we're going to see of her.
Probably not, no.
No.